Alrighty, everyone, welcome to IAMCAR and the Smartway Remodeling 75 here at Daytona International Speedway here on Extreme Sim TV. Got about 10 minutes left in practice here tonight as we're getting ready to go racing from Daytona. And Mr. Matthew Jaggard leading the way here in practice. But before we go any further, let's take a look at your current point standings in the IAMCAR Grand National Series, and we'll take a look at them now. And right now, take a look. Nick Rader on top of the board. William there in second. Dangle Davis there in third. Jonathan Leach is in fourth, 7 points back. Matthew Jaggard back there, look at him in fifth. Todd back there is 11 points out, and so is Brandon, 23 out. And that is your top 7 on down through there. Randy coaching there as well in 8th. Jaden and Jimmy there 9th and 10th. That is your point standings coming into the night for the IAMCAR Grand National Series here tonight as we'll get ready to go green flag racing. Taking a look at Mr. Nick Rader, if we can get another camera on his car, if we can here in just a moment. Nick having a good run here tonight, second on the board. Dangle Davis back there as well on pit road. A little bit of a driver's meeting going on right now. We'll get ready to turn them loose here in just a second. But like we were looking at there, we got a good chance to take a look at some of the points coming into tonight. It's going to be interesting to see how your points contenders do. And don't forget, very, very special night here, Military Appreciation Night here in IAMCAR. And I tell you what, IAMCAR doing a great job with the paint schemes on these cars tonight. You'll see more of them as we get racing here in a moment. But just some beautiful looking race cars here this evening. Now, we need to go over tonight because tonight's going to be interesting here this evening. $150 on the line here tonight. Should be fun. You can somehow walk away with a win. Go to second and third, also walking away with prize money. Everybody wants that P1 spot here tonight. As everybody's sitting on pit road, getting ready to finish up their driver's meeting. And as soon as they do, we'll go ahead and grab some interviews with some folks. Now the rules here tonight, this evening, a little bit different than what we normally cover. We're not going to see any bump drafting here tonight. The admins have specifically said you cannot bump draft in these cars. If they catch you doing so, they will penalize a driver for doing that. And it will be most likely a pass through down pit road. So you do not want to have that happen at all. And you just don't want to do that. Put yourself in that position right off the get-go of having a penalty here early on. Again, 75 laps here tonight. That's not a lot here at Daytona. Yes, it's a pretty good little distance, but it could be longer. So as we get ready to go green, Matthew out there as well. Christian back here in the 27. Eric there on pit road also. Again, they're in the middle of their little bit of a driver's meeting right now as we get ready to wrap up and go qualifying here in a moment. It looks like we're going to have about 16 cars on the field this evening. Everybody rolling off now, wrapping up their driver's meeting at the end of pit road. A couple of drivers sitting there at the end. And let's see here. Looks like they might do a little bit of drafting practice here before we go qualifying in just one moment. Really, practice speed's not nothing that I'm going to look at too bad tonight. But what about Matthew Jaggard on the top of the board? Let's see if we can grab a word with Mr. Matthew. Again, practice speeds here at Daytona and times and whatnot. I don't put too much stock into it, but we'll definitely take a look as they get ready to roll out. Mr. Jagger. Let's see. Hey, Mr. Matthew, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy of me, buddy?
I do. How are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Well, normally you don't put a lot of stock into practice times here at Daytona, but it's got to feel good to at least top the board here in practice.
You know what? It's not a normal occurrence for me, but Nick Rader, he's a fantastic pusher.
I see you're rolling off here to do a little bit more drafting package, but yeah, man, it's always good to be at the top of the board.
Oh, you know what? I hope the qualifying lap's just as good, so we can get a good start to this race.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing. If you've got single car speed and get that car up there during qualifying where it counts, buddy.
That's right. That's right. We're going to get some more laps in here and see if we can't get ready and get this show on the road soon.
10-4, buddy. Well, I'll let you go practice a little bit more. Have fun out there, my man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, guys. There you go. That is Mr. Matthew up there top of the board right now. I accidentally moved him in the wrong channel, I think. Yeah, I did. I put him in Gordon's channel. Go. And I'll fix that for you. Oh, man. Well, fortunately enough for that 42, he got a good push from Mr. Nick there. And here comes Nick again. That's the guy he credits there in that 8 machine with getting him to the top of the board. Now, in practice, they can kind of monkey around with that, but I wouldn't be pushing too much in the actual race itself. See, 4 minutes left on the practice session. Now, let's take the next couple of minutes here. Let's ride on board with Mr. Rader right now as he's going to fall in the line with Matthew. And on board. Now, this is what we're talking about. Nick can get up to Matt, but he can't push him in the race. That's the thing. Your bumpers cannot lock. Keep that in mind. You cannot start bumping on that back bumper. And that distance right there that Nick's staying, that's about where you want to be here with 3 minutes left in practice. And folks, we're just going to let you enjoy some sounds here at Daytona while they wrap up their practice session. And I'll be right back with you for qualifying. Sounds of Daytona International Speedway, taking a look throughout the field as everybody's wrapping it up here. We get qualifying underway. It'll be interesting to see who's going to start at the top of the field here tonight. Can Matthew back up that practice speed, maybe put that car near the top? I think him and Rader would be a really good combination, a really potent team. But let's see if we can get a hold of Rader while he's out there. Let's see if we can get a hold of Nick here. Got trouble on the racetrack right now. Now we do have 2 fast repairs here tonight. Don't see Mr. Rader anywhere, I don't think. Oh, there he is. There is Mr. Rader. Let's grab Mr. Nick in here. Hell. Hey, Nick, buddy, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy? Hey, Nick, my man. Matt in the booth got me. I think Mr. Nick is there. See if we can get a hold of him later. Got me there, Nick, buddy?
Hello.
Hey, man, how are you doing, my man?
How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Well, I tell you what, you and Matthew got hooked up out there, went to the top of the board. How's the car?
Yeah, I got a copy. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you got me, buddy?
I can barely hear you.
Let's see here. I'll pull you back in here in a minute, Nick. All right, buddy? Let's see.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I got you now, buddy. You got me?
Hello.
You got me, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
Alrighty, man. How you doing, man? Pretty quick car out there, bud.
Pretty good tonight.
Yeah, it is pretty fast. Well, buddy, how are you doing with Matthew? I know you two got hooked up. You think you two can stay hooked up all night? Well, I think me and Nick's having communication problems. And we'll try it again later. But right now, me and Nick had a little bit of a communication error. But nevertheless, checkered flag is out. And we're going to get qualifying underway. Now, we are going to run the time completely out here. They've got 2 laps. But we're going to run the time completely out in qualifying here tonight. And on track right now, that's going to be Randy. He's going to be rolling out on the racetrack at this very moment. See Randy down there on the apron. And let's see what Mr. Randy can do here in that number 19 machine. Of course, Military Appreciation Night. All these cars with military themed paint schemes. I think just about every one of them out there tonight has got that. And I want to say thank you to the league for doing that. It's always great when we can show our appreciation to the military and everything. It's a big deal every time I get to do one of these on the channel. And I don't care if you're active duty, past duty. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. And I'm going to throw in our first responders as well, right along with that. Thank you to all of you. Stay safe. And I hope you enjoy tonight's show. Now, 13 minutes left in qualifying. Randy right there in the 19 machine coming up to speed. Now, he's running that low line. I would kind of like to be out there near the wall a little bit more, gaining some more speed. Kind of like Dylan here is doing. If you've seen Randy was right around the bottom. Dylan going to step it up to the top side. And working our way through 13 minutes left. And nobody really doing much here. Waiting on them to get their speed built up. Taking a look here at Jaden's 100 machine as well. Again, 12 minutes left in the qualifying here tonight. And Randy, top of the board, 51-1. Coaching doing a great job, but here we go. Here we go with people jumping up. KC to the top right now, 50.64. Drops Randy Coaching back to second. KC up there right now hanging on. Peyton up to third in that 22 machine. Taking a look at Todd as well in the 7. Now Todd taking the more conventional line up near the racetrack. Or up near the wall there on the racetrack, but it's just not looking like it's going to be his night. Randy Coaching, though, look at that. Top of the board, 49.883. KC to second. But it looks like that number 19 of Randy has got a shot here at making it. So right now, The 19 on the bottom. Ryan right there in second right at the moment. The 76 machine of Ryan now back to third. Randy there as well. Randy coaching right there also hanging on. Dylan to the top of the board. Taking a look there. Dylan Beckman top of the board in the 31. So no surprise there. Mr. William back there in the number 1 machine sits in fourth right now. It looks like everybody's taking the time except for Matthew, who was top of the board in practice. See what he can do in that 42 machine. Let's see. And right now, we'll just kind of focus on Matthew Jaggard here. Let's see what he can come up with. Again, fastest in practice. Let's see if he can back it up in qualifying here tonight. It's going to take some effort to get up there past Kevin Norton up there on the pole. Kevin, of course, a 49.782. Let's see here what Matthew can come up with at the stripe this time. And getting that car up to speed right around the bottom. I don't know that I'd be doing that again. I believe I'd be up near the wall if I could, trying to build the speed on that car. Right now, right around the bottom is where he's staying, and he continues to stay down there. On board here with Mr. Matthew Jaggard. What's he got? He's right around the bottom right now. Through 3 and 4, this complete his first time lap. He's got 9 minutes, plenty of time, nothing to worry about on that. Just take your time, be smooth, and hit your marks. That's all you got to do right now. Into lap number 1 at the stripe. Heat number 15, so it's going to be all up to his second lap. And what I've noticed here, though, he must have the time transfer turned up because it's rapidly getting dark in qualifying. And that could very well affect your lap time here. When we started qualifying, it was a little bit more daylight out, completely into the dark now, and just depending on how high they got that turned up, that could be very interesting throughout this race. Coming out of turn number 4, Matthew Jaggard off of turn number 4. What's he going to do? Down the front straightaway for Matt into the tri-oval once again. Crossing the stripe and into P4. Good run, 4-42. So he's got one more in him. He's going to stay in the gas. He's got 8 minutes left here, plenty of time. Looks like Leach is going to make the field tonight. Ernest out there as well. Mr. King there in the 24 machine, going down the back straightaway as well. So again, we got about 7 minutes left in the qualifying here this evening for these guys to get ready to go racing here tonight. It should be a lot of fun. 475 laps here this evening. And at the checkered, the 24 trying to hang in there right now. Still back there around the 16th position. Matthew bringing that car to pit road. So with that, one car left on the racetrack would be the 24. Let's see what he decides to do here. Looks like he's pretty much bailing out right now. And folks, with that, that's pretty much going to conclude qualifying here tonight. And we got about a 7-minute break, so I'm going to kick you over some music while we sit here and wait. And we'll get ready to go racing here in about 7 minutes time. Actually, we got one more car rolling out. Mr. Leach. How could I forget about Mr. Leach coming in here a little bit late? But he's going to roll out as well. See if Mr. Leach, what kind of time Mr. Leach can come up with. In that 48 machine, he's on the entrance of pit road. 6 minutes. He's got plenty of time here for whatever he wants to do. So plenty of time as we get the camera there on that 48 machine right now. Again, they're going to let the time run out for these drivers, where they can go take a smoke break and everything else, anything, go use the restroom before they go racing here tonight for 75 laps. And we're going to go to a commercial break here. If anything changes, I'll bring you right back. But right now, we're going to step away commercial.
We are back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this .625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes all around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turns number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead, and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into second position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison. So here we go. It's just about to go away. They bump coming out of turn 4. Earnhardt gets the lead. We had just heard from our spotters that Neil Ryan. Dale Earnhardt is on his last lap. This will be his 24th career win. Dale Earnhardt wins the first Union 400 at North Wilkesboro.
Back here at Daytona right now. The Leach still sitting on pit road. Let's grab a word with our current pole sitter. See if Kevin can hear us by chance. Let's see, where is Mr. Kevin at? There he is. Getting used to this Discord here. And Mr. Kevin, it's Matt in the booth. You got a copy on it, buddy?
Yes.
Alrighty, buddy. How are you doing tonight? Sitting on top of the board right now.
Good. How are you?
I'm doing alright. Well, looks like you got a strong number 25 machine here tonight, buddy. So what's your plan out there tonight?
Keep it as straight as possible.
That's a pretty good plan. You going to try to keep it up at the front of the pack, or you might thinking about maybe dropping back?
I'll just see how it goes. Probably not going to be too aggressive.
Alrighty, man. Well, great run there with the 25. At least you know right now with only one car left to qualify, at least you know you're going to start on the front row regardless.
Yep.
10-4, buddy. Well, I'll holler at you later on in the evening, my friend.
Talk to you later.
Alrighty, that is your current pole sitter, and I don't think that's going to change. Leach still not off of pit road. So, Leach not coming off just yet. Let's grab Leach and aggravate him. Let's go grab Leach. How about that? We're grabbing a Leach. That's all we're doing. We're grabbing a Leach. Hey, Leach, Matt in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
Yeah. Well, you know where the gas pedal's at, right?
You know I got this. We talked about this last time.
Uh-huh. You know the gas pedal's on the left, my friend.
That might be bad.
Well, what are you trying to do? Like start at the rear of the field or something, buddy?
Practice other league and ended up having to leave early for this one. So we'll be starting from the back, but I mean it's Daytona. I'm pretty quick. I should do okay.
I mean, we're a military scheme here, so I'm showing my heritage with the Air Force, so it should be fun.
All right, buddy. Well, it should be fun to see you out there tonight, my man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Feel free to jump in and talk to me whenever I'm not too racy. I'd appreciate it.
All righty, man. Will do, brother. Will do. Well, we're going to let you go, man. You got a minute left if you want to go give it a shot, buddy.
No, I have been deemed by IAMCAR that I will be starting at the back of the field, no practice, and that is okay.
10-4, buddy. We'll see you later, my man.
Sounds good. Have fun.
Well, Leach got beeped for or bopped for not being here for practice. I knew it was close, but I thought he may have made it in. But nope, he'll be starting at the rear here, so that's going to settle it. Kevin Norton starting on the pole here tonight. And Kevin Norton will lead the field to green. Dylan will be on his outside. And for those of you that don't know, Leach has co-commentated with me over on Tuesday nights. So I got to pick on him every chance I get. So as we get ready to go, green flag racing, 10 seconds left in qualifying. Norton out front. Dylan second, Nick third. Matthew will round out your starting lineup. And let's go ahead and get this thing underway. We'll get them gridded up and get them going here in just a moment. So it'll be interesting to watch Leach as he's going to have to come from the back of the field. That should be entertaining. Let's take a look at your starting lineup here tonight. Brought to you by Slide Job Sales, Racing, Diecast, and Collectibles over on Facebook. All right. Well, Jonathan Leach is being scored as on the pole, and that is not accurate at all. So let's get this fixed here. There we go. Now it's fixed itself. Kevin Norton there on the pole. Dylan second on the outside. Nick Rader starting from that third position. What about Matthew Jaggard coming from fourth? William Beck there in fifth. Christina in sixth. Seventh is going to be Randy and Ryan. And in ninth, Todd. Jeremy starting 11th here tonight. KC. Daniel Davis 12th. Starting in row number 7, Eric alongside Jaden. Starting in row number 8, Peyton and Ernest. Starting in row number 9 and rounding out your field, the good old Jonathan Leach back there in the back of the pack. So 2 fast repairs here tonight, folks. They got 2 shots at it if they tear these things up. But after that, your night is done. So, everybody's getting ready to go green here in just a moment, and we'll get ready to go with them here in just one moment for 75 laps here tonight. Gridding up on the field, or on the racetrack, is everyone right now. See that iRacing pace car down, or pace truck down there? Getting ready to bring them to green. Again, 75 laps here tonight for these cars. Fuel window, I will put it about lap 40-ish. I think you can go 35 easily. So it should be a one-stop race. And you better be at double file. Right now. So I hope you enjoy tonight's show, folks, here on Extreme Sim TV. They're falling behind the iRacing pace car right now, getting ready to go green flag racing. The IAMCAR Smartway Remodeling 75 at Daytona is getting ready to go green. And we will see who can get their win here tonight. Walk away with $150 at the end of the evening. Well, we're about to find out. Smartway Remodeling on board for this one this evening. I want to give a big shout out to them for coming on board as well. But right now, the stars of IAMCAR getting ready to put it to the floorboard and go racing at Daytona. Be watching for that bump draft because, hey, the admins catch you, you're in trouble. Pace car coming down right now. And we are ready to go green at Daytona. Green is out. We are underway. Great start at the front of the pack. Again, that inside line kind of accordion it back up. That's Nick there in the 8. Second car on the bottom. That 8 machine right there as they work their way through turn number 1. And you see the field right now side by side. Nick Rader on the bottom in what would be that number 8 machine. Rader using that inside line there, but he's going to try to get in the line here and ride for a little bit. They've got a little ways to go here. And again, because you can't bump draft, it makes it hard to work your way up. So look back here at somebody like a Jonathan the Leech, who's back here in the back of the pack. If we get to him here, right now in 16th is the Leech. Right there in that number 48, and there's just nothing you can do. Both lanes are blocked right now, so it's going to take him a while to make up that room. 2 laps complete this time by. And Kevin on top, Norton out front. Dylan second, Nick Rader in third right now as they come down to complete lap number 2 on the board this time by. So, and that's the thing, guys. Again, they cannot bump draft. I can't bring that up enough. That changes the way this whole race feels. You can't really shove a car by anybody. And Kevin right now in command of the field. And I tell you what, it's going to be hard to get by Kevin out front, especially with Rader right there behind him. To be honest with you guys, the only way anybody's going to get by Kevin, I have a feeling, is if everybody dives out of line on him and just kind of abandons him out there. That would be the really only way I could think of anybody being able to make it work. Because right now that inside line is pretty dominant. And that's kind of what I've expected here. It's going to run a lot like an IndyCar race we've seen on the channel in the past. To where you get to the bottom, you protect that inside line. And you don't move off the bottom. And if you do that, you've got a pretty good shot at it. Because again, they can't bump draft. So it makes it very difficult to get that momentum on that outside. Again, a pretty short race here tonight. Only 75 laps. We'll have 1 round of stops. Down the back straightaway they all go right now. Still double file at the front of the pack. Wow, it's pretty good racing right now, I've got to say. Up front, everybody trying to hang on. And still double file. Now, they did do a race the other day. And they did not have a caution one. And I tell you what, that's kind of what it's looking like here tonight. That's for sure. So right now, everybody's still double file at the front of the pack. An outside lane trying to get some momentum behind it. But they're just having a little bit of problems. Dylan, though, on the top side, he's going to get a bit of a run here. He's got help up there. The 27 is Stewart right there with him. Maybe they can get that thing going. Cena Stewart top side right now in that 27 machine. Really trying to get it to work up there right now. 5 out of 75 in the books. And that is the way it runs at the moment. 6 out of 75 is complete. I realized what I did there. Sorry about that, Christian. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, continuing. Kevin, there is the lead right now. Kevin Norton leads the way. And side by side right now up front. The 27 really right there working the high side. Still side by side right now. They'll try to get down in the line. Can't do it. I tell you what, that inside line is so strong. Dylan up front hanging on right now. 7 out of 75 complete here tonight. Kevin hanging on up front. Christian right there as well. Right now it's a fight at the top of the field. Kevin, though, maintaining the race lead. He's got Nick Rader right there on the back bumper. Rader giving him a bump. And down the back straightaway right now, 8 out of 75 is complete. Stewart right there trying to make it work in that 27. In a couple of cars back right now. Nothing they can really do. Taking a look at Todd Allen back here in 7th as well. Again, you just cannot get the momentum to work on the top side right now. They're really going to have to really bunch up there to get anything going. And right now they just can't. They absolutely cannot. Ernest back there as well. To checking in on Jonathan. Jonathan started 17th. And he has dropped off the pack back by a mile. Meanwhile, up front, Dylan able to maybe wrestle the lead away from Kevin. But again, it just falls back. Stewart coming to the bumper on the outside to try to help. But again, they cannot bump draft. It's going to be 9 in the books this time by starting lap number 10. So 10 laps complete this time by out of 75. Stewart right there trying everything they can do on that top side, but it's just, there's nothing you can do. Let's ride on board with the 27 right now in this pack on this top lane. You're just kind of desperately trying to get a run, but you can't. You absolutely can't. Oh, that got a little tight there off of turn number 4. I'm telling you guys, this low line is pretty much dominant right now. Yes, they're dead even, but they cannot break the dead even spot, basically. Once they get dead even, it just kills it right there on board with the 27. They can't get any closer. 11 out of 75 complete. You see the momentum they get back down the back straightaway, but again, it's going to die out in the entry to 3 and 4. Christian right here doing a great job. Oop, blinked out there for a moment. 11 of 75 complete. And you see how that the momentum of the inside line just fights back. Nothing can be done. And Raider ain't going to do nothing about it. He's in a great spot. See Raider right there, second in line on the bottom. They're in a good spot right there as well. Oh, a little tight there. You're going to have to side draft, and that's where you get in trouble. The 31 of Dylan coming down, trying to side draft your race leader to try to get some sort of advantage on that bottom lane. They're just going to fight back. Nothing they can do about it right now down the back straightaway. 13 complete. Right now, 13 on the board. Now, everybody hanging on. What a fight at the front of the field. Kevin Norton hanging on and doing a great job using that inside line to his advantage. And you got to think these guys behind him know at this point that the outside lane's not working. So they got to come up with some sort of plan to get it to work out there. Now, again, they're going to draw even down the back straightaway. Nothing they can do. Let's drop back at the back of the field here. Or the back of the pack. Ernest back here in the 24. Kind of in the same spot. And I tell you what, who is in trouble here is Leach, who is about to go a lap down in that 48. He lost the draft and now in danger, just 14 laps complete. Jonathan Leach looking to go a lap down here tonight. He'll go up high. He'll stay up on the wall. He's got to do a great job of just keeping this car up out of the leader's way, because he is about to go a lap down. There's nothing you can do by yourself. And we'll look back at this pack who's about to envelop him. See, here comes the leaders. Jonathan, keep it nice and high here, bud. Give him plenty of room. He does a good job. Lets the leaders go on by. And Leach will go one lap down after starting from the rear for missing practice here tonight. We're 15 laps complete here this evening. You see everybody working their way through. Leach falling backwards. Meanwhile, up near the front once again. That inside line still prevailing. Kevin leading the way right now. 15 of the 75 complete here tonight. Well, let's see if this outside line can put up a fight here. And if the 31 of Dylan can get clear, I think he could jump down, take the race lead, but he's just got to get clear. And it's not working for him right now. He is trying so hard to get down here. And side by side, Dylan on the top side right now, desperately trying. Stewart doing everything that they can to push him forward without touching him. I'm going to use the word air push here tonight, because that's what you're going to have to do. There's a bubble of air between these cars, and you're going to have to manipulate that little bubble of air to try to shoot that car out in front of you that's a little bit further. But right now, that inside line is absolutely dominant. Lead change number 2, though. Dylan gets scored with the race lead right there. But can't do it. Just cannot get down. Dylan cannot get far enough clear to get down in front of that inside lane. And if we look back through this pack here, it's just everybody's kind of stuck right now. There's nobody really changing spots whatsoever. And it's the way this drafting package is. See, Matthew, who had a strong car in practice, back here in 7th, kind of just stuck again in the line, can't go anywhere. On the bottom, at least for him. But it's frustrating as a driver when you're back here in the pack and you want to go, but you can't. I mean, you want to go up there and get something done, but even if you try to pull out, you can't. Because if you try to pull it out, you can lose every bit of your momentum and lose a ton of spots, because you know they're not going to go with you. All right, folks. Well, we're going to go crank it up here for a moment here on Extreme Sim TV. Close to 20 laps to complete here in the IAMCAR Smartway Remodeling 75. So, crank it up time here on Extreme Sim TV. Well, hold the phone here. Look at Stewart. Just as we started to go to break, Dylan and Stewart has gotten themselves clear. And Stewart now on the outside lane. Stewart trying to take advantage. Dylan finally got clear just as we was getting ready to go to break. Now 3 wide at the front of the field. Stewart's going to get stuck in the middle. Be careful. Stewart hanging on. There's the 14 right there as well. Kevin going to slide back into 25 to second. Cars coming to pit road. Lap 20 cars to pit road. That is going to be Raider leading a group down. They'll take 4 fresh tires and fuel. And meanwhile, out in front, that is going to be Dylan leading the way. And I do apologize about your pit window, guys. I had misspoken. I'd forgotten this league does run a shorter fuel tank. So 20 is about right for these guys. So in the middle of stops here, this group should be coming in here in just a moment. 3 wide for the race lead. Stewart up there hanging on to it in the 14 the 14 dropping back up Davis. A couple more cars coming to pit road. You see them peeling off back there. We'll stay with the lead pack right now. 21 complete. So we should be somewhere in the neighborhood of 20, 40, 60 on the laps. These guys will stop. And right now, Dylan out front hanging on. Stewart to the outside. Kevin Norton has dropped to 3rd. And this pack will be probably coming to pit road this time by. As we put 21 on the board. Davis up there as well. Let's see what they do this time by. They're coming to complete lap number 21. Lap car, they're going to work their way through. Be careful. Couple of them going to peel off. Nice move. Dylan in the mix. We got a car around. And that is the trouble with pit stops. We got multiple cars in trouble. I believe that was the one that ran around coming to pit road as well. Trying to get a car number. That was the 5 who locked his brakes up. We'll go back and take a look. Looks like he just locked it up. And spun the car out. Yeah, they were coming to pit road. One car got in trouble up high. And then the 5 locked it up. Got it sideways. That's Eric. Didn't hit anything, but it's definitely going to cost him some time here. And he'll be on pit road right now. Meanwhile, Peyton out in front. And coming to pit road right now is Peyton. The 22 and Dangle Davis there in the 14. And they will round out this first round of stops here. Meanwhile, Jimmy here in the 2 coming back up to speed. You see a pack right behind them already up to speed here. Working their way down the back straightaway here. It's going to get dicey behind there. We've seen a couple of cars nearly get together back there. Now we'll see if this 2 machine can take over the race lead. Who is now sitting in second. That is Jimmy right here in second. Meanwhile, Peyton and these guys coming off of pit road. You see Davis up here as well. So everybody kind of spread out right now. Here we go. Davis right now up front. Davis up front. You see them working their way through down back to back straightaway. Couple of cars diving out way back in the pack. Dangle looks like he's going to resume the race leader right now. Peyton, though, getting swallowed up by this second pack of cars that's right there. All this will work itself out here in just a moment. Right now, Todd up to P2. Look at the 7 machine up to second here. Good run for Todd up to P2. Now, they will run down Davis, your race leader. You see Davis right up in front of them. That pack of cars will run these 2 down here in a few laps. So Todd in great position out front of this pack that's coming down the back straightaway right now. And if you're Davis out front, you get to look in your mirror and see this pack of cars coming and know there's nothing you can do about it. Todd to the top side, the 14 tried to drop up but couldn't do it. Todd, big momentum on the top. At the stripe, the 25, nothing that 25 can do, man. Good job by Todd getting clear into the race lead once again. And Todd doing a great job here. Getting clear and out in front. Todd now leading the way in that number 7 machine. Dylan there in second. Matthew Jagger, your fastest guy in practice, sits in third. Again, we talked to Matthew and he talked about how him and Nick did. Now they're lined up again on the top side this time. This is what Matthew's been waiting for. He's got his buddy right there with him. Raider right there behind Matthew. They'll work their way to second. Now working their way towards the race lead if they can get in line here. Raider's like, come on, Matt, come down. Let's side draft them. They're going to have to get a little closer to their door to make the outside work. Raider and Jagger really working on the top side right now together. Again, these two got this is what got Matt to the top of the board in practice. Having Raider right there with him, and once again, they're going to work together into 3 and 4. It's going to get a little bit dicey there. One car on the outside wall, 1 lap down. I believe that was a 19 of Randy going a lap down here. Randy right now running 12th. Look at him spread out up front. 26 complete, and around goes Todd. Oh no. Todd gets turned around and the yellow is out. Man, oh man. Todd gets hooked. That's going to give Matthew the race lead. And from the lead, Todd got turned around there. And let's see if we can see what happened. Let's see here. That 7 cannot be happy. See, Todd was out in front. He just came down and didn't have the room to get down. Wow. And that car nearly lifted up off the ground there. One more look at it. We're going to go on board here with this 7 machine as he got turned around here at lap number 28 of the 75. See right there, there's single file. 31's down there, and Todd just, in my opinion, Todd tried to close the door and it just wasn't there for him to close. And around he goes. Now it'll be interesting if the 31 gets the EOL out of that. Of course, I'm not an admin in this league. However, if it was me making this decision, I would kind of have to lean on the side of not giving the 31 an EOL. I mean, in my opinion, Todd just came down. That's just all there was to it on that one. And the 31 will head to pit road here, along with the 42. Here at lap number 28 of 75. And Matthew will stay out. Or no, Matthew will come in as well. Peyton will stay out in that 22 car. Everybody getting racked back up behind the iRacing pace car. So first incident of the night here. We went a pretty good little ways before we got it. But at lap number 28, Todd in the 7 machine getting turned around off the nose of the 31 of Dylan to bring the first caution of the night out. And folks, we'll be right back with you here on Extreme Sim TV here in just a moment. Alright, back here with you as we are 30 laps complete out of 75, and we'll go green with roughly 45 laps remaining in this one. But Peyton will be your race leader when we do go back green flag racing here in one moment. It's been a lot of fun so far tonight, and I expect the fun to continue here. Lap number 30 of 75 in the books. So again, we'll go green here. 45 laps to go. Peyton and Raider will be on your front row here when we go back green. Peyton, Raider on the front row. Here we go as we get ready to turn them loose once again at Daytona. Well, what do you say? Who we want to ride on that board with here for the restart? Let's hop on board with the 31. Let's do that. We're going to get on board here with this 31 machine for this restart. So as we get ready to go green, once again, it's going to be 30 out of 75 complete here tonight. Green to flag, getting ready to go back in the air once again. We are back underway at Daytona. Good even start. Dylan sitting there inside that top 5 of 45 laps to go. And right now, guys, a bunch of cars a lap down. Stewart even right now 2 laps down in the 27. Stewart right now dead last 2 laps down right at the moment. Leach there 1 lap down. King 1 lap down. Kevin, who started on your pole right here, dead last as well. These cars are not running as well as they would have liked to have here tonight. After the first round of stops earlier on, 31 to 75 complete. Raider, meanwhile, out front, trying to hang on to the race lead. He's got it right now and kind of pulling away a little bit here. Good job for Raider. And he's got Matthew right there with him. Man, oh man, it's going to be the front 2, Matthew and Raider. That was the power couple in practice. Let's see if it can be the power couple here tonight in the race. And everybody hanging on up front. Raider, Matthew, top 2. Nick and Matt going at it up front, right behind them. Double file, that's going to be Dylan and Todd. Peyton and Dangle Davis 6th. Eric in 7th. And that's the way they run right now. 33 on the board this time by. Now everybody double file first on back. That 31 on the top side of Dylan. Dylan hanging on up there. 33 of 75 in the books. Dylan trying to fight back against Raider. Raider on the bottom, trouble behind him, car on the outside wall. No caution as of yet. We've seen the car get turned around in the middle of the corner back there. And now the caution's going to come out. See if we can find who it was. Was it Ryan in the 76 possibly getting turned? It was. And let's go take a look at what happened to Ryan. The whole front end of that car messed up. Man. Ryan is running into a problem. The 100 caught up into it as well. Oh, down the back straightaway here. What happened to Ryan? It's on the top side here. Oh, just got collected by Leach. into the outside wall. 51 gets collected in it. The 27 does a good job getting on the brakes. Stewart makes it by it. Yeah, we'll back out once again in lap number 34. As they say, cautions breed cautions. That's exactly what we got going on here tonight. See, who can we talk to? Under caution here once again. Let's see who we can talk to right fast. Find. Mr. Stewart, man, up here in the booth. You got a copy? Going good, buddy. How are you doing? You were doing a little bit earlier, better early on. You've dropped back. Do you think you can get back toward the front? Well, man, I do wish you luck on that. And hey, just a little bit of a heads up. Sorry about that. Your audio volume was low in game, but just a little bit of heads up here. Whatever you see on the broadcast from earlier, name-wise, I do apologize.
You're fine, man.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, I'll holler at you later, man. I hope you get back going here and get back up there to the front, my man.
Yep, thank you.
You too, my man.
Yep, bye.
Alright, let's see if we can find his room for him. Sorry about the audio there, guys. He's really low. Having some weird issues with Discord tonight. I'll have to get it fixed before we come back next week. So basically what he was saying was he come off the pit road and more or less missed a shift because of being in the VR. And it kind of popped the motor on him, and that's what hurt his night earlier on. We get ready to go back green here. 36 of 75 complete. Still a long way to go. If Mr. Stewart can get his lucky dogs going, he'll be in good shape here. 36 of 75 complete. Still got a little ways to go. King right there in 13th. He was your lucky dog recipient that time. And what's going to be hard for Stewart is he's 2 laps down, but he's also got a couple of cars right in front of him that is, shall we say, 1 lap down, so it's going to take him a bit. Well, we will see. Meanwhile, up near the front here, they're getting ready to go. Green flag racing once again. Going to be Raider leading the way. Raider up front for this restart once again. 36 of 75 here tonight. And ready, Green is back out. 37 on the board this time. Good start there for Raider out in front of the field. Great start. Raider hanging on right now up front. It's got help from Dylan, Matthew, and Todd all in line pretty much. Todd's going to dive out and try to get something done, but he's all by himself. Now Dylan jumps up there with him. That's exactly what Todd needed to make this happen. Man, oh man, down the back straightaway they come. Outside line working its way forward. Oh, trouble! They got 3 wide. Big incident into turns 3 and 4. And that's going to take out half of the field or more. Huge incident in turns 3 and 4. They got 3 wide. And man, oh man, carnage ensued. Oh my goodness. They just ended up 3 wide here. Taking a look, they were 3 wide. Raider was on the bottom. Raiders kind of washed up into Dillon. Big time impacts across the board. You see Leach gets caught up into it, ends up on his side. Man, oh man. I feel bad for Leach, man. Leach just didn't even stand a chance. Let's hop on board with Jonathan Leach here. Right there with Jonathan Leach on the nose. You're going to see those guys up in front of him. It just starts happening. Look at Leach. Leach tries to get on the brake, but he's carrying way too much speed. And that car is going to be destroyed. Maybe he can limp it back to pit road. Oop, Hood coming up there as well. The Jonathan Leach's car is going to be coming back to pit road here. Again, they just got into trouble. See Jaden as well. Damage on that car. One more look at it. Jaden, nothing he could do. He just got caught in the crossfire here. And I mean, it was at least half the field torn up in this one. Let's hop on board with Stewart as well. See what he saw coming in down the back straightaway. And if you're these guys, there's nothing you can do, and you know that. Oh, we're back on board with Leach. Stewart going around. One more look from Stewart's point of view. And just not the night for Stewart. Again, a big one here into 3 and 4. Lap number 40. And Stewart, there's nothing he can do either. He jumps on the brakes. See Leach getting involved and just got packed. Just got turned there. Nothing he could done. Oh. And then, for insult to injury, he got backed up into. So yellow is out here. Oh. Leach's wheel up through his hood. Or Stewart's wheel up through his hood. 2 cars hooked together. It was an absolute melee. Meanwhile, out front, Todd hangs on. And we'll take a quick commercial break here, and we'll be back with you here in a moment. Lap number 40 here at Daytona. Alright boys, back here with you. 40 out of 75 complete. We get ready to go back green flag racing with roughly 37 laps to go. Todd will be your race leader. Nick there on the outside after that melee that ensued there a moment ago. See how it comes this time by. Nick right there. You see Nick on the top side of the racetrack in that number 3 machine. Coming to green. Pace car lights are off. Here we go. Ready, ready, ready. Green flag in the air. 41 of 75 complete. Nick already getting back in the line once again. 41 out of 75 in the books. Nick Rader right there in second. Todd with the race lead. Jimmy right there in third in that number 2 machine. Matthew back there as well. Inside that top 4. Again, 41 of 75 in the books here tonight. Just shy of 30 laps to go. And look at this car to pit road. It's going to be Matthew. He'll slow down. And he'll take that car to pit road here. Todd will be your race leader. Todd out front. 43 on the board this time by. Raider, Jimmy, all these guys in the top 3. Dylan right there as well. Now 3 wide right there in front of them. Down the back straightaway they go. 2 and 3 wide right now. Right there in front. Todd Allen hanging on. Todd doing a great job out front. But behind him, you got them side by side. That's for about 4th and 5th on back. 43 complete. Todd maintained the bottom here. The 8 of Raider right there with him. Raider trying to gain some ground. Down the back straightaway right now. Raider and Allen right there. Raider doing everything he can. Back to the back bumper, the 7 of Todd. And still single file up front. Raider trying to stay in line here in second with Todd. Jimmy fending them all off from 3rd on back. King back here as well. Contact car on the outside wall. Trying to get back there to see who that is up high. They're going to be dropping back in a hurry. And we'll continue down the back straight away. 45 going to be on the board this time by. It'll be roughly 30 to go. And look here at Mr. Randy right here in the 8th position in the 19. Meanwhile, Todd continues to lead the way with 45 going on the board this time. Todd on the bottom doing everything he can. 45 of 75 laps complete. Now down the back straightaway once again, we will see here how they handle that. Down the back straightaway side by side. Outside line with a little bit of momentum right now. Big momentum coming from the top side right now. It'll die out a little bit. Raider trying to hang on. But look at Jimmy up there in the 2 machine. Really getting a run down the back straightaway. Now side by side, 46 of 75 complete. Down into turn 1 and 2. King back here in about the 5th position. Now back to 6th. Mired back here in traffic. Eric right there in 5th right now. A bunch of movement around the middle of the pack here. They got to keep these things straight here. And again, we've already turned in some good lap times here tonight. Fastest lap time 46.496 right at the moment. And these guys are going at it up at the front of the field. And they will hang on right now, doing a great job. Still side by side, you see Jeremy trying to fight on the outside of Todd. Todd not letting it happen though. He's holding his lane, holding his momentum on the bottom. Todd hanging on to the front position right now. Still side by side, up alongside of him now. Todd trying everything he can to keep him back there to 2 with a little bit of momentum. It's going to die out here. Jimmy trying to do everything he can. With the momentum he's got up there, 48 complete this time by. 48 of 75 complete. Still side by side by side. Todd out in front of the field. Big shove coming behind him. He'll hang on to it. Again, they can't get on his bumper. They can kind of air shove him here, but that's about it. 49 this time by. Out of turn number 4. Still side by side at the front of the pack. Raider right there in second. Right behind Todd. 3 wide behind him now. See right there, a little bit of contact. One car getting out of shape. And Randy dropping back. That was Randy, I think it was, that got out of shape there on the outside. It was Randy, but he hangs on to it. Great job by Randy to keep that car straight right now. Now down the back straightaway once again, up in front. Todd trying to hang on to the race lead. Todd's got a challenge from the top side from Jimmy. Jimmy trying to hang in there right now. Right behind him, that's the 31 of Dylan. Dylan doing everything he can. He's right there with him, 50 on the board this time. Now everybody's back single file, 50 of 75 complete this time by. Car in the outside wall. I believe that may have been Peyton, maybe having trouble there. He's dropping back right now. In that 22, he's going to drop even further back here. You can see right there as he comes towards you. Peyton having some trouble right now. Meanwhile, up front, Jimmy able to take away the race lead from Todd. He got the momentum, was able to get down and get cleared. New race leader, Jimmy out front. Todd now in second. 51 of the 75 complete. And we'll be coming to green flag stops here very, very shortly. Probably stop right here at lap number 55 with 20 to go. That would be your green flag final stop of the evening. Todd right there in second. Moving around, trying to look for a way through. He'll pull in the middle now. Going for the race lead. Can't do it. Back to the bottom. He picks up 1 spot. Now 2. Todd to back to the race lead. What a move by Todd. From 3rd to 1st down the back straightaway. He put the car in the middle. Was able to maneuver it through. Great job there, Todd, getting back to the race lead. 52 laps to go. Again, Todd went around on the front, in the front straightaway earlier on in this one to bring out the first caution. And it was Dylan, the 31 there, who clipped him and turned him around. Now back up at the front again, running 1-2 in this one in the IAMCAR Smartway Remodeling 75 at Daytona. Right now, 53 on the board this time by Todd out front. Dylan with Jimmy right there in second. Look at Raider in 3rd. Norton back there in 5th. And cars to pit road. Todd being the first one down with Raider. Raider locking the brakes up. But they'll get it on there. That's a little bit earlier than what I would have come down. I would have probably waited a few more laps here and come down right at 20 to go. And I'm pretty sure they can make 22 laps on a stint. But they decided to come down there. It's going to thin the rest of this front pack out. Down the back straightaway here. Front pack side by side right now. There'll be 54 on the board this time by. And who's going to come to pit road this time? Again, one car diving out of the pack. Everybody else stays on the racetrack. And that is not going to be good. One car kind of got left out right now. Dylan out front of this race. I think he's going to go with that 20 strategy I talked about. And now look at Jimmy right there as well. The 42 to the race lead. Or not the race lead, but the front of the pack at least. Matthew, who's one lap down. So a couple of lap down cars here in the mix. The cars have not stopped yet. Matthew's only got 10 laps on this stint. Not sure if he can make it all the way to the end or not. Your race leader Jimmy and Dylan in this pack as well. They're going to stay out for now. 55 laps on the board. There'll be 20 to go this time by. And I expect to see them on pit road this time by. Again, your front two right there in the mix with a couple of lap cars as well. 56 on the board here. Again, 56 will be on the board this time by of 75 here this evening. Or should be coming to pit road this time. Here we go. Does the leaders come down? No, they stay out once again. 20 laps to go here. They're going to stay out one more lap. We need to go here at Daytona right now. Dylan right now scored your race leader, Jaden, in second. Oh, one car in the outside wall there. That's the 51. That got a little dicey there for the race leaders, having to race their way through this. And they need to get to the inside to where they can get to pit road here when they decide to come down. This is dicey. Leaders in traffic needing to make a pit stop. Dylan there in that 31, your race leader. Can't get down this time. He can't just turn left. And he's gotten hung out here. He's still got plenty of fuel. He's got at least 3 or 4 more laps of fuel on board that thing. With 19 laps to go. And it looks like pretty much everybody has made stops except this front group. And it will be 18 laps to go at the stripe this time. Dylan's still on the top side here. Now Jaden will get by him here. The 2 right there as well. I think the leaders are coming this time possibly. And they are, all 3 of them. One car locking it up there. Ugh. Hopefully no speeding penalties. Looks like everybody got slowed down out of the top 3. Dylan, Jaden, and Jimmy, all 3 was hard on the brakes. And coming to pit road here now. Where is Todd? That's $1 million question. Todd and Nick Rader, they're coming down the back straightaway right now. Nose to tail. They got to catch Dylan. They got, right here's Dylan and Jade coming out right now. So what can they do? Where is Todd? Jaden coming out right there. Here comes Todd down into 1 and 2. Jaden's going to be around over here next to 3 and 4. He's got a big gap over Dylan, though. That's not going to look good. All three of these guys got separated on pit road. There comes Todd. And if you've seen that, it looked like Nick Rader may have been locked onto the back bumper of Todd. And that is not going to be allowed. Oh, boy. Let's go ahead and get a replay of that as they try to work their way through. It was down in 1 and 2. They will take the race lead. But, I mean, it looked close if that 8 wasn't on the bumper of the 7. Man, oh man, that was tight. Meanwhile, Jaden not going to stand a prayer here. Jaden out there by himself. Here comes Todd in that pack. Coming to the back straightaway here. Man, it's going to be tight. There goes Todd to the bottom. And again, these two have got to be right with one another. Raider up to Pete number 2. Now let's go on board. As you can see right now, he's got a nice little gap with the 7. But let's go back a couple of laps and check this out. It was in 1 and 2 where it looked really close. Take a look here. I mean, it was so close down here. I believe it was this lap. We're going to check it here and see. They were right with one another on the back straightaway. Raider getting to the back bumper. He wasn't touching him though. He was in the clear. But man, oh man, did it look close on camera. So no bump drafting there, so they end the clear for those two. And now Todd and Raider at the front of the pack. Right now 14 laps to go. Raider in second. Todd with the race lead. Big time movement through traffic. Whoa, that was a little nuts. They'll make it work here. Man, that got a little bit dicey coming to 14 laps to go. Todd out front, Raider in second. Right now, Jaden in third, Dylan fourth, Eric in fifth. That's your top 5 right now with 14 laps to go. 14 laps to go here this evening. Guys up there doing a great job keeping it clean all night long. And now it's going to be setting yourself up for the end of this one. Again, working their way through lap traffic. Man, they're really having to swerve to get around this lap traffic. Very, very interesting how the lap traffic's handling this. Right now, everybody hanging on. 13 to go this time by. See what Todd decides to do here with 13 laps to go. Todd out in front. Dylan right there in third in the 31 machine. 13 laps to go at Daytona. Winding it down here in the IAMCAR Smartway Remodeling 75 at Daytona. Right now, everybody hanging on. 12 to go this time by. So it'll be 12 laps to go. 12 to go right here at the stripe. Everybody single file up front. 11 laps to go this time. Todd hanging on for all he's worth. Todd out in front of the field. Raider in second. Raider trying to do everything he can, but here comes Dylan on the top side. Nice run. Dylan getting it on the top side of the racetrack right now. Dylan hanging on up there. Doing everything he can. Dylan on the top side here. A little bit of help there, but he's going to need more if they're going to get by Raider and Todd. But right now, Todd and Raider still hanging on the bottom. Let's hop on board again with Raider once again here. Up at the front of the pack, coming to 10 laps to go. 10 to go here at Daytona. Raider and Todd going at it right now. Up in front, 10 laps to go. Mr. Raider staying right with Todd. Dylan, big run on the top side. Dylan doing everything he can, but nothing there. Now down the front straightaway once again into the tri-oval. The 7 machine out front. Raider right there as well. Laps to go this time. And caution on the racetrack. Yellow is out. Was it that was in trouble? The yellow out on the racetrack. We'll see if we can find what the problem was here. Was it King, possibly? Looking to see if we can find where the caution happened at. Yeah, indeed, it was King. He got turned around by the 19. And that brought the yellow out. One more look at it. King was right here in the line. Seven laps to go here. Almost got turned. Wow. I'm sure Randy didn't mean to do it, but Randy just got in the side of him there, turned him around. Brings the yellow out again here, lap number 8. Or 8 laps to go, rather. Todd up in front. Oh, let's get a word in with Todd if we can, as he's leading the race here late in this one. Let's see where he's at. Oh, we'll wait till he gets off pit road here. So it looks like Todd's going to come down and take fuel and tires. So while he does that, let's grab our in-race reporter, Mr. Leach. Deal out there running around. Where is Mr. Leach here? There he is. Hey, Mr. Leach, Matt up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here. What's going on, man?
Not much. Well, not the night you wanted here tonight, buddy.
Well, I had steering wheel issues and some issues. Some things should have happened, but some cautions and stuff didn't happen. We had some issues. Apparently, our race control guy didn't show up, and we didn't discuss this prior to the race. But that's okay. It's just gonna happen. No big. We've tried.
Yep, 10-4 on that one, buddy. Well, you know, it's been crazy all night long. We've had some incidents. I'll tell you what, it's been absolutely crazy. What do you think's going to happen over here over the next, say, 6-7 laps here?
Well, I mean, as you and I talked, there's going to be some more wrecks. People are really not happy at the moment. I should have enough fuel to make it, so I'm going to sit out here and see what happens. I might get a lap back and maybe have a shot at it with 2 to go.
10-4. Well, it seems like the non-bump drafting rule has really stalled out that outside lane and almost made that lane useless.
Yeah, so I mean that. You're right. I don't know what's going to happen up front. I've got my spotter, Chris Otto, with me. He's been really helping me out a lot here, but I'm working on it. So we'll see how it goes.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, good luck out there, Mr. Leach.
Thanks.
You too.
You still here, Chris?
Hang on just a second. I'll move you back down to him, buddy.
Thanks.
Oh, I'll find it. There's your channel. There you go, buddy. Alright, double file. Getting ready to go back green. And it will be a 5-lap shootout here. So here we go. It'll be 5-lap shootout. So here we go. Everybody double file. It'll be 5 laps at the stripe to get it done. Randy up there missing the front end of that car alongside the 5 of Eric, but Randy I don't think is going to be much help. He's missing the whole front end of that car. Man, oh man, here we go. 5 laps to go. Raider back there as well. Let's see what he does. Here we go, getting ready to go green right now, and green flag in the air once again. Big start for Eric. Randy's gonna drop back. Again, that damage on that number 19. He just nothing he can do. It'll be a 4-lap shootout this time by. 4 to go this time by. See what they do here. Now single file up front. Eric, Jimmy, Dylan right there as well. Now that outside lane. Look at everybody dive out. That's going to leave Eric by himself. Nothing you can do with that whole outside lane like that when they all dive out on you. And look at through the middle, Todd. Oh no, Todd. He's going to get into the 5. The 5 will hang on. What a ride, and up the racetrack and wrecking behind them, and the yellow is out. Todd just tried to make it 3 wide, and it did not work. Man, Todd tried to come through the middle. He's going to clip the 5 here of Eric, and Eric's just going to go for a wild ride. I thought he had it gathered up, and then it's just going to be a melee down here. Man, oh man. Todd tried to make it fit in the middle, and it just didn't fit. That hole closed up on him. See Raider right there. Todd just comes through and just... Did he... I know he made some contact, but I don't know if that... sent the 5 around or what in the world? The huge melee down here in 1 and 2. Let's go on board with Todd here and ride on board through this one. So we will have a green and white checkered here tonight. See just damage on some race cars. Let's go on board with Todd here. Defaults back to Eric here. On board as they come down the tri-over here with Todd and take a look. He's going to go through the middle here and just skirt and just barely takes the 5, turns the 5 into the 2. You heard him try to whiff there, but nothing he could do. And the yellow's out once again. Todd will be in 4th here on the restart. As the laps are on the iRacing pace car. So again, folks, it will be a green and white checkered restart, and we'll be back for it here in just a moment. We're going to go to a quick commercial break.
We are back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this .625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes all around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turns number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into 2nd position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison. So here we go. It's just about to go away. They bump coming out of turn 4. Earnhardt gets the lead. We had just heard from our spotters that Neil Ryan. Dale Earnhardt is on his last lap. This will be his 24th career win. Dale Earnhardt wins the first Union 400 at North Wilkesboro.
Alrighty, folks, here we go. Getting ready to go back green once again. Here we go, side by side at the front of the field. It's going to be Dylan and Jimmy up front. David right there with Todd in that 2nd row for this restart. Again, they'll get ready to go back green here at Daytona. And when we do, it'll be a green and white checkered shootout. Look at Dylan up there. Here we go. Green in the air. One car with a hood over its windshield there back there. Not going to be able to hang on. 2 laps to go. Right now, everybody hanging on for the most part. up in front right now. The move to the outside. Jaden coming through right now. The two with him, and yellow is out, wrecking in the back. Man. And we will get ready for a restart here. Yellow back out. And we'll slow them back down. Oh, man. See Leach right there. Has worked his way into the top 10. Back on the lead lap. How about that for Leach? But yellow behind them. Let's see what happened to bring the yellow out once again. We'll give it another attempt at a green and white checkered finish. Back here, come back somewhere. Oh, there it was. Back to the back, got turned around. There's 57 hanging on. But yellow is out once again. One more look at that. That was the one that got turned around. So William, that was William. Well, there he is. So one more look. But yellow out there for William. And we'll get ready to line them up and do it again. Leach finally back on the lead lap. And you see lights out atop the pace car here. Here we go. See, light should go out. That was your last restart there. The light should be out here in just a moment. Jaden scored as your race leader with 3 laps to go. Alrighty, as we get ready to go back green flag racing here in just a moment. The light should go off on the iRacing pace truck this time by. So look for the lights to extinguish themselves this time by here to leave us with 2 laps to go. Pace truck lights still on right now. Right now that's Jaden, Jimmy, Dylan, and Nick. Your top 4. So again, the way this works is we'll get 2 to go at the stripe, and if they make it back to the right, back around to the white flag, well, that's it. They're going to race it out. We get a yellow before them. We will rack them up and go once again. Again, right now, it's going to be about 5 laps over scheduled distance here today. We'll end up doing 81, scheduled to 75. Get ready to go green once again. Lights off the top of the iRacing pace truck one more time. Here we go. It will be 2 laps to go. Here we go, 2 to go this time by right there. Here we go, 2 to go here. Here we go, green flag back in the air, 2 laps to go. Green is out. Green in the air once again, 2 to go. 2 laps to go here. Right now, Jaden out front. Trouble behind them. Big wreck back and behind the pack. Everybody off the racing surface right now will stay green. Right now, Jaden out front. Jaden drops to the bottom here. He would throw a block right now. As long as we stay green, we'll see the white flag here coming up. Everybody hanging on up front. Single file. Like we just back there on the lead. Now double file for the race lead. $150 on the line. Coming to the white flag this time by. You ain't the 2. You gotta watch the bump drafting up there. 2 to go at the stripe here, or 1 to go at the stripe. Here we go. Todd goes to the middle. White flag is out. We're gonna make it. White in the air. Todd's gonna end up wrecked, and they are destroyed behind them. Dylan right now in second. Can he get a run on Jaden? No, he cannot. You see cars just destroyed. Dylan out in front of this thing. Or Jaden out front. Man, oh man, what a wreck. It looks like our camera is stuck here. Jaden out front right now. No problems. He's got the gap as he comes out of turn number 4. Coming to the checkered flag this time. They're going to get a run behind him, but it's not going to be enough. Jaden at the line. He gets it. Great job for Jaden. Congratulations. KC comes home second. Dylan on the hook. Let's go take a look at what happened. Oh man. See, they were all in this pack here. Todd just tries to split the difference again. Just got inside the cars. Yeah, nothing can be done there. And checkered is out. And let's grab a word here with our race winner, Jaden, here tonight. And Jaden with the win. Let's grab him here up here right quick. Wow, what a finish. Hey Jaden, buddy, it's Matt in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes I do.
Alrighty, man. Welcome home to winner here tonight, buddy.
Yeah. I didn't think I was going to be able to hold off Casey there at the end, but early on in the race, we missed pit road by a mile, really set us back far. Fortunately, we got a yellow. We've had a great run today in this Navy Chevrolet. I can't thank my sponsors enough. R&B Car Company, community-wide preferred warranties, TechWorks Trailer Sales, all of them guys. My teammates, Casey and Jimmy. Sadly, Jimmy had a tough break there at the end, but it was a great race. I had a lot of fun.
All right, man. Well, you did a great job. You're bringing her home tonight. Congratulations. And you couldn't ask for much better here tonight, buddy.
Yep, sure couldn't. That luck definitely came into play.
All righty, buddy. We did a great job getting the win here tonight, my friend.
Thank you.
All right. Congratulations to your race winner here tonight. And let's see who else we got we can talk to. Let's grab second if we can. KC, let's see. Hey KC, buddy, right in the booth. You got a copy?
I do, man. How are you?
Doing good. We couldn't quite run your teammate down there, just a little bit short.
And I tell you, if you look back, I had a hard race all race. I got involved in a wreck early. I had to pit. I went a lap down, got my lap back, went another lap down, got my lap back, and I got a real good run on that last start, and I drove all the way up to 6th. And I got up there, and then I made a few passes, and then when that crash happened, I honestly do not know how I made it through. I did not touch one car, and I weaved up through there, and I was telling Jaden, I said, I'm going to catch you. And it was, I don't know, 0.1, 0.2, I think, from me catching him.
Yeah, man, you had a run coming, but you just ran out of time, man. But a great showing for both of you tonight.
Yeah, I really, this is my second race with the series. I want to say thanks to Todd for putting this on. He puts in a lot of work in this, and I know I run a league of my own, and I know how much work it takes. And I just really want to thank him for putting on the league, and I want to thank you for broadcasting. And I want to thank my teammates, Jaden and Jimmy, tonight. We had a really good race going there. Had a chance at 1, 2, 3, but Jaden got caught up there on that last wreck.
All righty, man. Well, you did a great job here tonight, brother. Congratulations on B2.
Thank you, sir. You have a good night.
You too. All right. Let's see if we can grab third. If we can get King up here. Coming home third here tonight. And what a night. Holy cow. Unfortunately, I don't see King in Discord. But great race for him as well, coming home third. Guys, what a night it was. We'll be back next week again with some more IAMCAR action here on Extreme Sim TV. Until then, everyone stay safe.